Go over how to look for sources and the library databases I want you to use when looking for sources. So you're gonna have to excuse me. I have two screens set up, and so my camera's on the screen here. The screen though that I have all my tabs open on is over here, so you're actually seeing more of the side of my face than you'll probably want to. Sorry. Okay, so when we look for sources, what do we all do? We go to Google and we Google something. Even I do this. So I'm going to look for Benedict Arnold. Benedict Arnold was the traitor of the American Revolution. And before he was the traitor of the American Revolution, he was one of the top generals of the American Revolution. And if you ever take a US 1 course with me or even a gender course with me, you will find out why this happened, why this changed. So I look up Benedict Arnold, and the first source that comes up is Wikipedia. We love Wikipedia. Wikipedia is amazing. Interesting. Ignore that. Wikipedia is amazing. It is easy to use. It is free, which is awesome. But Wikipedia isn't a reliable source. Well, why? Wikipedia has citations, right? You see that some right here. Shouldn't I be able to use Wikipedia? It has citations? No, for a couple reasons. First off, the citations aren't actually fact-checked. So I just went down to the citation section, the reference section. Any of these look actually formatted, or any of these make any sense to you? I can't find these. Some of them do have links to them, but not all of them. With Wikipedia, when you do a citation, you can just put in a URL and Wikipedia's gonna be like, thank you, you have put in a citation. Your URL could literally be google.com and Wikipedia will go, thanks, you put in a citation. So no, we can't use Wikipedia because the citations are usually made up. Not always, but usually. Another reason we can't use Wikipedia is because it is crowdsourced, which means people can go in and change things. So Benedict Arnold, this is kind of a really, excuse me, this is a sensitive, shall we say, topic. So it looks like his page is locked down, but other pages are not locked down. So the other day I was looking at an actress, and I know that this actress is over 50 years old. This actress, somebody went in and changed this actress's Wikipedia page and took off 5 years, and it says she's now in her 40s. Uh-huh. It's crowdsourced. People can log in and they can change things. And as long as you put some sort of citation, it could be google.com, you can say, oh yes, Wikipedia will be like, yes, you're fine. So Wikipedia, I go down Wikipedia rabbit holes all the time. Do I use Wikipedia for my lectures? Do I use Wikipedia in my research? No. It's fun for trivia, but no. So going back to my Google search page, the next thing is Encyclopedia Britannica. And I love Encyclopedia Britannica, but this version is actually limited because it's not a paid version. We have a paid version that I'm going to talk to you about in a moment. Going down through here, what many of you will come across, and it doesn't come across on mine because it knows I hate it, is history.com. And I will actually have to put this in because my browser knows I don't like history.com, so it's never even going to give me that option. So history.com, never, ever, ever use. Never use. History.com is a .com. It is a company. And history.com is there quite literally to make money. It is not there to provide facts. It is not there to be accurate, despite what they claim to do. It's there to make money. So history.com will do anything it can to get people to click on the page, because the more clicks they get on the page, the more money they make from advertisers. So History.com is notorious for making things up. It's notorious for fake news. It's notorious for meddling the facts. It'll present facts, but it'll sensationalize one fact that wasn't actually important at all. So History.com just, my browser knows what I will use and what I won't use, which is why Encyclopedia Britannica came up as my second option. It knows that I'm never going to use History.com. And I don't want you to use History.com. What I want you to use, if you're doing research, not using Wikipedia and not using History.com, are the library databases. So how do we get to the library? Well, you may have the library automatically saved to your favorites. It's also linked on the ECU homepage, but you could also just do what I exactly just did and Googled ECOC library or ECU library. I discovered that if I do ECOC, I'm more likely to find it. So this is our library homepage. Pretty straightforward. Now, from the home page, we have a search box. Cool. Don't use it. I'm going to give you a dirty little secret. The search boxes on library home pages never actually give you all the information you want. They were created by people who weren't librarians. Like, I have a degree in library science. I've worked as a librarian. All librarians hate these search boxes, these search tools. They were also created in a way that make librarians quote-unquote gatekeepers, meaning that in order to find what you're looking for, you either need to know all the tricks of the trade, which I do, or you need to be able to navigate it and do a lot of extra work. So let's say I'm just going to do Benedict Arnold. He's my favorite person to like do a basic, I'm going to find stuff for. If you want to, you can personalize your search. I never do. I don't want people spying on me. That's just my personal thing. So I just want to know information on Benedict Arnold. That's all I want. Any of this look like quick, easy, down and dirty information on Benedict Arnold? No. So I don't want the library's main search box for that. What I want are a couple of our databases. So I'm back on our library homepage, and at the bottom you can see there's a link that says A to Z, A to Z databases. I'm going to click on that. Then I can limit our databases, and I'm going to go to the middle one where it says limit by type, and I'm going to click on reference. So reference is down and dirty facts, basically who, what, when, why, where. In history, I know someone who calls it the trivia of history, which I think is kind of ridiculous. But it really is just who, what, when, why, where, the basic ideas of a person's life. It's not going to analyze. It's not going to do much more than summarize. And for right now, that's all I want. I want to know the basics about Benedict Arnold. So our library has 83 databases for reference. There are two I'm going to recommend for y'all. First off is Encyclopedia Britannica. So I can click on E to get down there, or I could have done like a Control F and done Encyclopedia Britannica. So Encyclopedia Britannica, we have the academic edition, which I love. The free edition, when you go onto Google and just search something, is free, but you can only use so many articles a day, and you can only use parts of the article. You can't see the whole article. So it's the same information, you're just limited, but it is free. So at other schools I've worked at where we don't have the academic edition, I will use the free Google edition. And I always go over the free limit, and it's like, do you want to have a, do you want to make an account and pay a subscription fee? And I'm like, I don't have the money to. So I'm so happy that we have this resource to us. So happy. So I'm going to click on it. Geeking out already. Okay. So very pretty. And we can just do a basic search. So I'm going to do my Benedict Arnold again. Poor Benny. And the first thing comes up is Benedict Arnold. Who, what, when, why, where. So the thing I love about Encyclopedia Britannica is that as a resource, the Encyclopedia Britannica has been around for years and years and years. Moreover, it is always fact checked. So unlike history.com, they're not trying to make a quick buck by getting you to click on it. They're going through and they're trying to make sure that it is always factually accurate. They're trying to make sure that it is as quote unquote unbiased as possible, whatever that means. And if there's something new, there's going to be, it'll be updated with that. So here's my beautiful Encyclopedia Britannica page on Benedict Arnold. And I can go through and read through on his life. Now you'll notice on the left-hand side of the page there are some related topics. So let's say I decide I want to know more about what happened to him after he betrayed. I could click on that. And it'll give me another page to go through. Now the thing I love about Encyclopedia Britannica so much is it has a cite button. So I click on that button and the cite button will be on literally every page. So I go back to my main page, it'll say cite. I'll pick what format I want. So I can do MLA APA Chicago and it'll give me my reference citation. And I'm done. I'm good. I can copy and paste my reference citation into the project I'm working on and I'm good to go. So with me, you guys are going to find out very quickly that you have to have citations for everything. And the Encyclopedia Britannica, all you have to do is click Cite, pick the style that you're using for your major. So if you're in the if you're in the humanities, it'll be MLA. Copy it, and you're good to go. So Encyclopedia Britannica is the resource you're going to be using the most for me, just because it's really easy to use. Another resource you may end up using is Salem Press. And Salem Press takes a bit longer to load. Benedict Arnold. It's like Encyclopedia Britannica, but it is not as straightforward, user-friendly. As you can see, it's taking much longer to load. But it will give me more information. So I'm going to click on the first result. Slowly loading, and it'll give me the information. Now, Encyclopedia Britannica, Salem Press will also let me cite my article. So this time it's on the left-hand side. It'll say article citation. I pick which one I want. I copy and paste. I'm good to go. So Salem Press is also helpful. There's also Sabine Americana if you're in one of my US history courses. And that's just a basic, that's more primary sources than anything else, but you might find some helpful stuff. So I'm going to do Benedict Arnold. Get some basic stuff. This is older, so you won't be using it as much. But again, you can cite it and you're good to go. So for my classes, you're really going to be using Encyclopedia Britannica because A, it's my favorite of, it's just my favorite, period, end of conversation. But it's also the most comprehensive, and for doing basic who, what, when, why, where is what we'll be using. But I wanted to let you know of some of the other resources you can use instead of just Googling things. And hopefully these will be resources you'll use in your other